Hi there, this is David and welcome to new RPG news and an episode that promises to be full of jank. Because I'm in Europe, I'm actually in Cologne, Germany, and my hotel is like a fortress. It's literally a 1,000-year-old fortress turned into a hotel. It's so freaking cool, I actually made a short of it. So yeah, be sure to check that out if you want to see where I'm staying. It's really kind of neat, actually. And I'm also on Ken's computer to do this because I am traveling, so it's a different setup, so if it sounds differently, that's echoey, that is why, because I'm in a 1,000-year-old, echoey, drafty fortress. But anyway, let's get started going over the news. First, our top story. The PlayStation 5 Pro has been announced and launches on November 7th for $700, with various photographs being like, hey, look at the differences between this game and this game. And you're looking at it and you're like, it looks exactly the same. Like, are you kidding me right now? And not only that, it is a digital-only console. It does not come with a disc drive. Woohoo! Yeah, this thing is dead in the water as far as I am concerned. It seems like there is some backpedaling going on out right now. I saw a tweet from Sony being like, so if we shouldn't charge $700, how much money should we charge? Like, it's just like they know that this is a bad idea. And yeah, and also, let me just be very clear about something. Whenever we do get to this digital-only future that we seem to be headed for, it's not a happy sight. There will be, like, right now, there are sales on Steam. There are great sales on Steam, honestly. Like, the sales on Steam are insanity right now. They're insane. They're great. But we also have a physical market. What's to say that when that physical market and that secondhand market goes away, will the sales still stay? We don't know. I don't think so. And then, whenever we have a digital-only future, who controls what we can purchase? Well, these gaming companies. And we have seen, very recently actually, whenever gaming companies like, this game failed, this game sucks, we're not going to let you play it anymore. With that shitty game Concord that came out, it was out for 12 days, and they're like, oh, nope, you can't play it, done. You know, they've done that before. And yeah, that wouldn't be the case with something physically. You can go back to a game that was released back in the NES back in the 1980s and still play it today, and it works just fine. But whenever it's digital only, they control it, and that's not good. So I personally, if anybody wants to get behind any sort of Gamergate or whatever, as far as boycotting stuff, digital only is the thing to really boycott. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom overview trailer. This thing is coming out really soon. September 26th, I believe. Yeah, September 26th is the release date on this. And guess where I'm going to be on September 26th? Hey, I'm still going to be in Europe. And my plan was to purchase this game and play it on my way back to America. But have you ever done something so stupid you just want to kick yourself in the ass for it? Well, that's what I did. On the flight from New York to Paris, I was playing the Switch the entire time, and then we landed and I fell asleep, and then we landed and I just was like, oh gosh, we landed, and I grabbed my stuff real quick and I walked off the plane, and whenever I got to the hotel room, I realized that my Switch was still in the back seat pocket of the plane. Filled out a lost and found report, and of course, nothing from it. Yeah, we can't find that Nintendo Switch, huh? I wonder where it possibly went to. Yeah, it went to a flight attendant's pocket, or somebody's pocket. I don't know, but I don't have it any longer, and I'm so upset about it. My Xenoblade Chronicles 2 game was in there. I had, all the digital Final Fantasies, pixel remasters, all this other stuff on that Switch, and I was just like, oh, that sucks. So now I'm like, do I buy another Nintendo Switch, or do I wait till the Switch 2 comes out? You know what I mean? I feel like I probably have to buy another Nintendo Switch because I really want to play this game, but it just seems economical to wait to Switch 2. I don't know, but I could seriously kick myself in the ass for it. But anyway, we have an overview trailer for this game. It says, save Hyrule, this time with the wisdom of Princess Zelda. The people of Hyrule are being stolen away by strange rifts that have appeared throughout the kingdom. With a certain swordsman among the missing, it's up to Princess Zelda to save her kingdom in a brand new adventure in the Legend of Zelda series. We have Echoes, which we've heard of before. You team up with a new friend Tri and use the powerful Tri Rod to create echoes, imitations of things that you find in the world to solve puzzles and defeat enemies. Use the echoes like water blocks to reach new heights, make bridges out of old beds, throw rocks at foes, or find your own creative combination of echoes to do things your way. Just press Z to learn an echo, press Y to make one, you can press Z again to erase it, or hold down Z to erase all echoes that you've made on the field. Easy! You can even make echoes of monsters to fight at your side and give those baddies a taste of their own medicine, like the little pets, you know, the pets that you would be if you were like a magician or a shaman or an enchanter or something in EverQuest. So that's really cool. I cannot wait to play this game if I can ever get my Switch back. Potionomics Masterwork Edition launches on October 22nd with digital pre-orders now available. This is coming out for the PS5, Xbox, and Switch on October 22nd, pretty cheaply, $30, so that's not bad at all. However, there will be a limited edition that will be available for $50, 40 euros. It includes a copy of the game, a physical version of the original 120 plus pages digital art book. That's cool, that's really cool. A 2-disc soundtrack featuring all 58 tracks of the game and a set of 12 trading cards with new character illustrations. And if you already bought the PC version, which has been out for about two years now, that will receive a free update that adds in the new content from the Masterworks edition on October 22nd. That will just come out as like a DLC or just update it or whatever. So it says, the art of Potionomics begins with perfecting your potion brewing craft and building your deck of haggling cards to help make the most of each sale. In order to succeed in Rafta's lively economy, you'll need to get to know a colorful residents who will help you collect new recipes, elite ingredients, and even all new cards for your deck. Whether it's your first day on the job or you're a sorcerer or salesman, the magic of capitalism has never been more alive than in Potionomics Masterwork Edition. I will include a link below to purchase the limited edition over on Amazon if you would like to. I am old and I don't know what this is. Pixel Cross Rune Factory has been announced for the Switch and PC, due out in 2025. I don't know what that is. Apparently Pixel is some sort of really popular puzzle game? I don't know, or a puzzle thing. It looks almost like a Sudoku board or something. I feel like that was the last puzzle thing that I learned. Like, I'm thinking, like, is it a crossword puzzle? Like, I don't really know what it is. It almost looks like, remember that old game Minesweeper, where you'd like plant the flag and then you see a number and like 5, so there'd be like 5 bombs next to that or whatever. Like, I liked Minesweeper. Maybe this is like Minesweeper, but with colorful pixels? I don't know. I have no idea what this is. It says, from the creator of the popular Pixel series comes the latest nonogram experience? I got nothing. Experience the characters, monsters, and world of Rune Factory series through addictive no-logic puzzles. I don't know. But if you are a fan of pixel or nonograms, then be sure to pick this up. Honkai Star Rail PS5 Physical Trailblazer Edition has been announced for $40. Whenever I first read this headline, I was like, isn't that a free-to-play game? Why would you spend $40 on a free-to-play game? I was like, what's that about? That's kind of weird. But the more I read, the more I was like, okay, I kind of get it. So it says right here, the physical edition includes a gilded holographic character 9-card set, 2 exclusive holographic Chibi Trailblazer keychains, a physical game disc and disc cover, an exclusive postcard, and a game redemption code with exclusive items. So if you are a huge fan of Honkai Star Rail and you do want to play this on your console, it is available on console just free. But if you want the physical version, like, this is actually like a really good thing, because I do think that, you know, it kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier in the show with the PS5 Pro thing. Whereas this is a digital game, but now they're saying, hey, we're also going to bring it out physically for the collectors out there, and we're going to give you some really nice physical little doodads and stuff like that too. So I am supporting this right here. Never heard of this, but it looks cool AF, gotta say. Wizard of Legacy 2 launches in early access on October the 3rd. It will support 2-player co-op at launch, with a 4-player co-op coming in the next update right here. And let's read about it using the trailer above me as well. It says, in an age of myth and magic, ambitious wizards from around the world have assembled to undertake a perilous trial, journey to the floating lands, and prove themselves worthy to command the power of the fabled chalice of immortality. Many will try, most will fail. Only those who have truly mastered the chaotic, shifting elemental forces of Arcana will become a Wizard of Legend. Prepare to face an all-new series of unpredictably perilous trials in Wizard of Legend 2, the action-packed follow-up to the acclaimed dungeon-crawling original featuring vibrant new 3D visuals and fast-paced up to 4-player online co-op. Wield familiar and new arcana, experience with devious new spell combinations, and seek immortality as you return again and again and again to master the ever-changing rogue-like challenges of the Chalice. This looks like a lot of fun to me. I might just go ahead and check this out myself. This is another one that just looks like good fun. Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist launches on January 22nd, 2025. It is currently in early access for the PC, and it will launch on the PS5, the Xbox, the PS4, the Switch, and the PC on January 22nd. Pre-orders for physical editions will begin soon in Japan, with information on physical editions for other regions coming up shortly at a later date. That could mean no physical for other regions. We don't know. It says, venture through a dark 2D Metroidvania RPG that takes place in a dying world where sorrowful artificial lifeforms called homunculi run rampant. As hybrid beings turn on humanity, cleanse corruption from their weary souls, and uncover the source of their oppression on a journey of salvation for both man and machine. Taking place decades after the Reign of Death and Ender Lily's Quietest of the Nights, which sold over 1.5 million copies worldwide, this promises 35 hours of content, with all new bosses to purify, fresh abilities to combine for custom playstyles, and mysterious biomes to explore. Each boss defeated joins Lilac's cause, adding 10 abilities, each with 3 alt fires, totaling 30 new abilities to Lilac's repertoire. Equipped up to 4 abilities at once to create a custom fighting style with a mixture of short-range attacks, long-range projectiles, auto-lock-on attacks, and much more. Kind of sounds like a Mega Man. You know, you defeat the boss, and then you gain the boss's power, but apparently each boss has 3 different powers or whatever. But it's 2D Metroidvania exploration and stuff. It just looks like a good time. Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection confirms 3 new additional titles, with over 10 titles now included in this collection from Konami, of all companies, actually doing something halfway decent, which we saw last week with the Suikoden 1 and 2 release date announcement too, so that's not so bad. We have Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters from the Game Boy, Duel Monsters 2 Dark Duel Stories, also from the Game Boy, Duel Stories, that's from the Game Boy Color, Duel Monsters 4 Battle of the Great Duelists on the Game Boy Color, Duel Monsters 6 Expert 2 for the Game Boy Advance, and more! Over 10 titles planned. And each physical copy will contain one of 2/4 century secret rare Harpy's Feather Dusters trading game cards. This is going to be available for the Switch and PC via Steam. We do not yet have a release date, but we do know that it will be released physically because of these physical cards. 8-Bit Adventures 2 is coming to consoles on October 6th of this year. That's really freaking cool. It's coming out for the PS4, PS5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch this fall. I actually put out a review on this game back in January or something, whenever it first hit Steam, and I really, really liked it. This takes the best of the NES and SNES RPGs, kind of combines it all into one. There's airships and world maps and treasures and dungeons and party members and skills and turn order and turn-based combat and all that kind of good stuff that you know and love. I really thoroughly enjoyed this one. It says, explore and immerse yourself in a vast and varied world, brought to life by vibrant 8-bit graphics, memorable NES-accurate music, and an unforgettable cast of characters. Players can enjoy strategic, dynamic turn-based combat which focuses on unique character skills, swapping out different party members, managing the turn order, and unleashing powerful team attacks and Omega Burst finishing moves. No random battles or mandatory grinding required. It is a perfect entry point into the series. This is a story for new and returning players alike, and if you like retro old-school RPGs like I do, then I guarantee that you will love this one. Nippon Ichi Software launches a new title countdown website which ends on September the 25th. It has 3 X logos and a pixelated timer. Looks almost like the Earthbound font right there. And then I was thinking XXX and, porn. But I was also thinking remember that game 999 for the Nintendo DS? It was 9 persons, 9 dungeons, and 9 doors or something. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, and maybe this is 10, 10, 10. I don't really know, but it's just fun to kind of think about it or whatever. So yeah, it says right here that we don't know what this title is, but Nippon Ichi Software did confirm that the game will exhibit at the Tokyo Game Show, which runs from December 26th through the 29th. So we will learn more at TGS coming up later on in the month. Madao Monogatari, Fia and the Mysterious School has a second trailer, system trailers, and latest details. This is a long-running series that's been around since the SNES, but we, as far as I'm aware, haven't really gotten much of these games in English at all. But nowadays, it feels like everything that comes out will eventually come out in English, which was not the case back in the SNES days, even though I really, really, really wanted this game back whenever I first saw it on like Game FAQs and things like that in the late 90s and all that kind of stuff. It is a beginner's RPG. It doesn't even have like HP or numbers. It's like if you get hit and like you get hit too much, like you're, I guess, Fia, you know, she'll be like, oh, I'm so sad. And then eventually she like dies of sadness, you know, so you could just kind of like tell how healthy she is like by her portrait or whatever. So it just looks kind of interesting. It's cute. It looks kind of like Atelier, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm hoping that this one does come out in English. We don't have an English release date. This is coming out in Japan for the PS5, PS4, and Switch on November 28th, so hopefully we will learn more about a potential English release date later on. This one looks like a dungeon crawling type of game right here. You can see the little mini map in the corner, you can see the traps being set, the axes going by, you know, the scythes and everything. So yeah, a little dungeon crawling game. I wonder if it's action-based combat with the way that looks right there. Yeah, it looks like it's action-based combat as, oh, no. They appear on screen, and then you hit them to get the advantage, and then you go into turn-based combat. Hell yeah, you do. Sweet. I am loving this. I really, really, really do hope that this one does come out in English. See, this is what I'm talking about. If this game right here can come out in English, Madame Monogatari should be able to come out in English. We have Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Familia Myth, Full Land of Water and Light. Yeah, that's definitely a mouthful. It's the PC version, adds English support as well as the first trailer. So this one is available in English, and there is also a version for the Switch as well. It says, memories of love that overflow across time. One fateful day, without any warning, the labyrinthine city of Horatio was transformed. A world of water emerged. In a submerged city, Belle Crenelle meets a mysterious girl. Full Land. Calling him this, she disappeared as inviting him to play. At the same time, he received a glowing blue sword. A submerged city, Full Land, a girl, and an ultramarine sword. Belle remembered the heroic tale of Full Land and Water and Light, which he had once read. Perhaps this was the clue to solving the mystery of the current predicament. In the second Horatio, Belle and his group follow the trail of the characters as dictated in the heroic tale. What they find there is an abundance of thoughts and feelings not depicted in the Full Land of Water and Light. This is a story beyond love where the hero's struggle and the spirit's dream. A completely original story. So yeah, this is interesting. And as I said before, if this can come out in English, what is stopping Madame Monogatari from coming out in English? Like, my god. And in our final story of the day, we have a leak! Woohoo! Steam Achievements update suggests that Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summer HD Collection is planned. Yeah, these games came out for the PS2. There was the original game and its sequel. And yeah, now we have like a million achievements right here that are all related to this game and the sequel coming out as like an HD collection. I've got to say that the PlayStation 2 really was whenever the SMT floodgates opened up in the West, as far as we were concerned. We never did get SMT 1 and 2 that were released in the NES and the SNES and then the IF and all that kind of stuff. There really weren't that many released on the PlayStation, but then the PS2 came out, and they had the Devil Summoner games, they had Nocturne right here, and then they had Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2, which were my favorite SMT games. I loved Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2. So it looks like we are at least getting the Devil Summoner games. We already got the Nocturne, but it says down here, after all these millions of Steam achievements related to this, it says, Sega and Atlus recently announced their lineup for the Tokyo Game Show, which will run again September 26th through the 29th. Notably, there are spaces for 3 unannounced titles in their Tokyo Game Show 2024 website. So maybe these will be sold separately and they'll take up 2 slots. Maybe they'll come as a collection and they will be all together as one game taking up one of those slots. Maybe another slot will be the Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 collection. If they're going to do Devil Summoner, they should go ahead and do Digital Devil Saga. So yeah, this is very, very, very exciting news as far as I'm concerned. I love SMT. It is one of the oldest RPG series running. It is up there with Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy as the oldest ones that are continuously running and putting out great content. So yeah, this is a fantastic, fantastic news as far as I am concerned. Thank you all so much for watching New RPG News. Let me know what you're most interested in. Let me know if there's any stories that you want to see me cover next week. And now I'm going to go out and enjoy Cologne, Germany, and go to a chocolate museum. How fun is that? I'll see y'all next week.